Hello guys, my name is Mohit Parkar. I am going to teach you some of our important questions of electrical engineering. Let's see our first question. A tape changer is used in transformer is connected with. पूछ रहा है कि जो ट्रांसफार्मर में टेप चेंजर यूज करते हैं वो किस वाइंडिंग में कनेक्ट होता है? प्राइमरी वाइंडिंग, सेकेंडरी वाइंडिंग, लो वोल्टेज वाइंडिंग, हाई वोल्टेज वाइंडिंग. First of all, we should know about the tape changer. What is the tape changer and why we are connecting with transformer. Then we will see where we will connect. So, tape changer is nothing but the voltage regulator. Okay? What is the meaning of voltage regulator? Voltage regulator is nothing but which regulates the voltage. In the transmission line, when we will supply the power from sending end to receiving end, because of the transmission line resistance and load current, some of our voltage drops. To compensate this voltage drop, we have to regulate our receiving end voltage. So we are using the tape changer with transformer. So we are able to vary the voltage. Means we can step up the voltage or we can step down the voltage. If let's see, like in Ferranti effect, as we know that in Ferranti effect, voltage is increasing because of light load condition or no load condition because of the capacitance of the line. But due to resistance, some of voltage drops in the line. So both the conditions are there, increasing of voltage or decreasing of voltage. With the help of tape changer, we can increase the voltage when the voltage drops, or we can decrease the voltage when the voltage is increasing because of the Ferranti effect. So tape changer can increase the voltage or can decrease the voltage. Okay. Two types of tape changers are available. First is the on-load tape changer and second one is off-load tape changer. On-load tape changer operates at on condition, means load is connected and a tape changer is operating. But off-load tape changer, first we have to remove the load, then we will switch our tape changer. Okay. Tape changer is used in a transformer is connected with high voltage winding. Why high voltage winding? Why not anything else? We know that in networks theory, V directly proportional to I according to Ohm's law. है ना? जब वोल्टेज बढ़ेगा तो करंट भी बढ़ेगी. But in machine case, this is not true. Voltage is not directly proportional to current. ये मशीन का नियम है, ये नेटवर्क्स का लॉ है, ये मशीन का लॉ है. In the machine case, this law is not right. Current always depends on load. लोड की जो करंट रिक्वायरमेंट होगी वो उसी के हिसाब से करंट ड्रॉ करेगा. वोल्टेज आप कितना ही बढ़ा ले या घटा ले, करंट पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं आने वाला है. ये मशीन के नियम के अनुसार है. That's why in high voltage winding current is low. देखो एक और इसमें एग्जांपल से हम समझ सकते हैं. We know that transformer is nothing but the constant power device. इस एग्जांपल से आप बहुत अच्छे से समझ पाएंगे. Constant power device. We know that whatever power is available in a primary winding, same power will be available in secondary winding. Whether it's a step down transformer or a step up transformer, doesn't matter. In our step up transformer, what we are going to do? Low voltage, we are converting into high voltage. Same case, low voltage, we are converting in high voltage. But at the same time, current is low. And in this case, current is high and in this case current will be low because we have to maintain the constant power both the side. Then only this condition will satisfy. If P1 power should be equal to P2 power. If we are increasing voltage, low voltage to high voltage, current should be decreased. Then only this power equation will be balanced. So that's why high voltage winding always carries the low current. So why we are preferring low current for tape changer? In the tape changer, there is a inverse current. Okay guys, this is the most important consideration of tape changer. When we will switch a tape changer on load condition, this inverse current will interfere, means it will come, it's a transient condition. If the inverse current is very high at the point of tape changer point, जहाँ पे टेप का चेंज होता है वहाँ पे स्पार्किंग बहुत ज़्यादा होगी. So we are preferring low inverse current when we are operating at no load, sorry, on load. So we want low inverse current. That's why we are preferring high voltage winding for tape changer. I think you got this clearly. Let's see our second question. A transformer flux nature is. पूछ रहा है कि ट्रांसफार्मर का फ्लक्स का नेचर क्या होता है. First of all, we will learn some basic facts of transformer. Then we will answer this question. This is our transformer core, which is made up of silicon iron, or we can say that CRGO. So many types of magnetic material we are using nowadays, but mostly we are using the CRO for power transformers or using silicon steel. In that silicon we are adding 4 to 5%. We will discuss why we are adding silicon 4 to 5% only, not more than that in some other questions. But you have to remember this, silicon composition should be 4 to 5% only. This is our transformer core. This is our primary winding. This is our current. And let's see our secondary winding also. This is a secondary winding. Secondary winding induced EMF is E2. Primary winding induced EMF is E1. This is a flux atom. Always remember, flux never flows, it's set up only. This is 5. According to current direction, फिंगर की डायरेक्शन में अगर करंट है तो फ्लक्स का डायरेक्शन थंब के डायरेक्शन में होता है, हमेशा याद रखिए. ये होगा फ्लक्स का डायरेक्शन. So this is our supply, which is AC supply only. We know that transformer never operates on DC supply. Why? We will see later. This is I0. At no load condition, I0 current will flow. We know that I0 is nothing but 2 to 6% of full load current. I think सबको पता होगा 2 से 6% ही सिर्फ नो लोड करंट होती है ट्रांसफार्मर के अंदर. I0 have two components. One is the IM, magnetizing component. Second is the IW, which is the burning component. This is not our case. What we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss this flux nature, whether this variable or constant. Always remember that transformer flux nature is constant only. Okay? In power transformer, flux will be constant at any load condition. पावर ट्रांसफार्मर के केस में फ्लक्स कभी भी वेरी नहीं करेगा, फ्लक्स हमेशा कांस्टेंट रहेगा. लेकिन अगर इंस्ट्रूमेंट ट्रांसफार्मर्स की बात करेंगे, लाइक सीटी एंड पीटी की केस में, इन दोनों में एमएमएफ कांस्टेंट होता है. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस वेरी केयरफुली. द सीटी इज कांस्टेंट एमएमएफ मशीन, बट पावर ट्रांसफार्मर इज कांस्टेंट फ्लक्स मशीन. Option A is correct. Why the flux is constant in power transformer? We have to see this. Let's see our analysis. When we will connect load, like it may be lighting load or fan load or anything else, it will start drawing current. It will be I2. Direction of current will be in that direction. As we can say that, current direction will not be in that direction, it will be in that direction. It's a binding sense, no? If current direction is in that direction, then flux direction will be upward. Yes, flux direction will be upward. This flux component is what? We can say that's I2. This I2 is opposing phi 1, as you can see that both are in opposing nature. So what it will do? It will decrease the flux because this flux is opposing that. But because of the transformer nature, it will draw extra current, which is I2 dash, to compensate this drop. This will draw I2 dash, which is almost equal to, so I2 dash will almost equal to I2. This phenomenon consider as constant flux because when we will draw I2, same current I2 dash will draw from the supply end. So this machine flux will be constant one. To maintain this flux. So that's why power transformer is constant flux machine. If it is drawing I2 dash, I2 double dash means it's drawing more current. In that winding, it will यहाँ से भी ये supply end से extra current draw करेगा to maintain this constant flux. So I think you guys got understand that point why the flux is constant in this machine. Whatever current we will draw in secondary winding, same current will primary will draw to maintain this flux constant. So a transformer flux nature is constant flux, not variable, not pulsating. Let's see our third question, which is from the power electronics. Which device is used in chopper circuit? First of all, we should know about the chopper. What chopper does? Why we are using chopper? As we know that in our AC supply, we have transformer. है ना? What transformer does? Transformer कुछ नहीं करता है, वोल्टेज को रेगुलेट करता है ना? या तो वोल्टेज को कम करेगा या तो वोल्टेज को ज्यादा करेगा. So in AC case, we have a transformer which converts voltage level from step up to step down. But in DC case, there is no transformer. We know that transformer never operates on DC. For DC supply, we have chopper. Chopper is also similar as transformer. Chopper भी वोल्टेज को अप करता है और डाउन करता है. मींस वोल्टेज लेवल को स्टेप अप करता है और स्टेप डाउन करता है. So chopper and transformer both are same. In AC supply, we are using transformer to step up voltage or step down the voltage. In DC case, we are using chopper to step up or step down the voltage of DC supply. How chopper works? This is the important question. Then only you will able to answer this question. Chopper is nothing but the fast switch. Okay? Or we can say that it's a solid state switch. Solid state is nothing but the power electronics devices. So chopper is nothing but the fast switch. Chopper operates on duty cycle. Duty cycle is nothing but the T on upon T on plus T off. है ना? इसी फॉर्मूले से डीसी सप्लाई का वोल्टेज वेरी करता है. देखिए जैसे कि हम पता है दिस इज आवर डीसी वोल्टेज विच इज कांस्टेंट इन नेचर विथ टाइम. दिस इज द कांस्टेंट डीसी वोल्टेज. बट वी वांट variable voltage. So when we will connect a chopper here, we will be able to vary our voltage. How we will vary? We will see. In after chopper connecting, voltage waveform will be like that. This is our T on time when the switch is on. This is our T off time when the switch is off. Like similar is there. T on and this is T off. This is the total time which is T. This is a Vm. This is time. In this case we can say that we can see very clearly the voltage is variable in that case, but in this case voltage is constant. After connecting chopper we have some off time. कुछ टाइम के लिए हम सप्लाई को ऑफ कर पा रहे हैं. Because of this off time voltage is decreasing. है ना? We are able to decrease the voltage at any level. So this is our duty cycle. So we have to connect a switch. We have to connect a switch in a circuit so we can switch off the switch for some time and we can change the voltage level. So chopper is nothing but a switch. As we know that we have so many switches, like we have transistors. Transistor is nothing but the switch. We know that transistor operates on and off when the when yes, ammeter base junction and base collector junction both are in reverse wise. It will behave like off switch, but base ammeter junction and base collector junction will be in forward wise. Switch will behave like on switch. If one junction is reverse bias and one junction is forward bias, transistor operates as in amplifier mode. We will see in later. This is not our important case. We know that transistor is a switch and we have SCR as a switch. But with SCR we have problem. We can turn on the SCR, but we don't have turn off process. This is the most important consideration why we are not using the SCR as a switch. Because SCR को on करना तो possible है, but SCR को turn off नहीं किया जा सकता है. As we know that. Because turn off करने के लिए कुछ combination techniques लगती हैं, which is a very costly one and which consumes the power also. So we are not preferring SCR as a switch. We are preferring transistor, best preferable one. So MOSFET is also transistor, BJT is also transistor. What is the GTO? GTO is nothing but the SCR. In this we have turn off process. That's why we are preferring this. हाँ? GTO को turn on भी किया जा सकता है, turn off भी किया जा सकता है. So all of them devices are can use in the chopper circuit. BJT, MOSFET and GTO. BJT is nothing but the bipolar junction transistor. Means they have majority charge carriers and minority charge carriers. We will see this topic later. In the MOSFET, the majority carriers is only there. That's why they are known as the unipolar junction. Unipolar मतलब single pole होता है. Only majority carrier will conduct the current. In this case, majority and minority carrier both will conduct the current. In GTO we have turn on process or we have turn off process. That's why we are using. GTO have large power handling capacity. This is the most important consideration why we are using in chopper. When we will use in power electronics, GTO is most preferable device in chopper because GTO has very huge power capability. As we know that SCR is also have very high power carrying capability. Similar as GTO has very high power carrying capability. In the MOSFET and BJT, we don't have that much of power handling capability. So all of three devices are using in chopper. So I think clear हो गया होगा. Chopper is similar as transformer which operates on duty cycle T1 upon T off plus T off. This is the variable voltage. This is the constant voltage. So what chopper doing? Which is converting. Chopper is converting constant DC voltage into variable DC voltage. Remember this. This is the most important thing which you have to remember, and you have to remember this formula also. This formula will find out the voltage level. It will help in voltage level. We will see BJT, MOSFET and GTO construction later. Let's see our fourth question, which is from machine. In shunt generator, interpole winding carries. पूछ रहा है कि इंटरपोल वाइंडिंग कौन सी करंट कैरी करता है इन चार ऑप्शन में से. लोड करंट, आर्मेचर करंट, फील्ड करंट, none of the above. First of all, we should know about the interpole. To understand interpole, we should draw machine diagram. My drawing is not good, so please consider it. This is our main pole. We have 4-pole machine. And this is our rotor. This is armature. and we have this south. There is a conductors. This is N, this is S, sorry, N, S, S. So we have to know what is the interpole. Interpole is nothing but the magnetic pole, which इंटरपोल को हमेशा मैन पोल्स के बीच में कनेक्ट किया जाता है. जैसे कि हमारा मशीन है, दिस इज आवर मैन पोल, सॉरी दिस इज आवर आर्मेचर एंड दिस इज आवर पोल. दिस इज N, this is S, this is soft, this is the conductors. This is our DC machine. If direction of rotation of machine is in that direction of rotation is very important to decide the interpole binding, interpole polarity. यहाँ पे जो इंटरपोल आएगा उसका पोलैरिटी हमेशा और हमेशा डायरेक्शन से डिसाइड होती है. जनरेटर के केस में और मोटर के केस में, दोनों ही केस में डायरेक्शन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. इन जनरेटर केस, सॉरी यहाँ पे लिखते हैं, इन जनरेटर केस इंटरपोल वाइंडिंग का पोलैरिटी हमेशा अहेड ऑफ मैन पोल होता है, अहेड ऑफ मैन पोल. बट इन द मोटर केस बिहाइंड द पोल होता है, बिहाइंड ऑफ मैन पोल. कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे कि यहाँ पे जो इंटरपोल है उसका पोलैरिटी क्या होगा, इस इंटरपोल का पोलैरिटी क्या होगा इन जनरेटर केस. इफ डायरेक्शन ऑफ रोटेशन इज दिस, नेक्स्ट पोल इज व्हाट, अहेड ऑफ पोल, एस पोल. इंटरपोल वाइंडिंग की पोलैरिटी इसकी एस होगी. जब इस डायरेक्शन में रोटेट करेगा, इसका जनरेटर के केस में अहेड ऑफ एन पोल आगे है, इसका एन होगा. इस टाइप से इंटरपोल का पोलैरिटी डिसाइड होता है. जनरेटर के केस में हमेशा अहेड ऑफ मैन पोल एंड मोटर के केस में बिहाइंड ऑफ मैन पोल. दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. In competitive exam, they will ask directly what will be the polarity of this pole. So you can find out very easily. If it is motor, then what will be the polarity of it? In the motor case, behind a pole, like rotor is rotating in that direction, behind a pole क्या होगा, N होगा. This will be in N. इस डायरेक्शन में ये जनरेटर का डायरेक्शन है, बिहाइंड पोल क्या है, एस पोल है. तो नेक्स्ट पोल जो इंटरपोल का होगा उसका पोलैरिटी एस होगा. तो हमेशा याद रखना, मोटर के केस में बिहाइंड ऑफ मैन पोल, पीछे वाले पोल की पोलैरिटी क्या है, उसी के अकॉर्डिंग इंटरपोल की पोलैरिटी डिसाइड होगी. और जनरेटर के केस में आगे वाले मैन पोल की पोलैरिटी क्या है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग इंटरपोल की पोलैरिटी डिसाइड होगी. इंटरपोल पे एक बाइंडिंग होती है, एज वी नो दैट वी आर यूजिंग द इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट्स ओनली. सो इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट्स पे बाइंडिंग भी होती है. इस बाइंडिंग को आर्मेचर के सीरीज में कनेक्ट किया जाता है. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दैट इंटरपोल वाइंडिंग always connected in series with armature. Most important thing, in series with armature. याद रखना, in series with armature, interpole winding. If it is connected in series with armature, then definitely it will carry the armature current only, which is IA. Very simple. So we can conclude the answer. In shunt generator, interpole winding carries the armature current. Very easy. So in that question you have to remember, interpole winding always connected in series with armature. Polarity of interpole decided by direction of rotation. In generator case, ahead of main pole. In motor case, behind of main pole. Interpole winding is nothing but the electromagnet winding, na? Because we have windings on it, which will energize the winding. Interpole winding कहता क्या है? Interpole winding reactance voltage को nullify करता है. We will see later what is the reactance voltage, how it develops in binding, what is the reaction, what is the effect of this ER and ER का main effect commutation में होता है. It will cause the commutation. If ER is 0, then commutation also will be 0. So to nullify this ER, we are using the interpole winding. Second question ये भी पूछा जा सकता है, interpole winding is used for. ऑप्शन दे सकता है लाइक आर्मेचर रिएक्शन को रिड्यूस करने के लिए, कम्यूटेशन को रिड्यूस करने के लिए, दोनों को रिड्यूस करने के लिए. कम्यूटेशन रिड्यूस करने के लिए इंटरपोल बाइंडिंग का यूज किया जाता है. आंसर विल बी राइट, नॉट दी आर्मेचर रिएक्शन. आर्मेचर रिएक्शन भी कंपनसेट होता है इंटरपोल बाइंडिंग से, बट मेन इंपॉर्टेंट यूज जो होता है इंटरपोल बाइंडिंग का कम्यूटेशन रिड्यूस करने के लिए किया जाता है. कम्यूटेशन कैसे रिड्यूस होता है? ईआर को नलीफाई करके. ईआई कैसे डेवलप होता है? वी विल सी इन लेटर क्लासेस.